Whoa, MaWang is back. He's going to take over HaRam's body again. This is going to get really interesting now. Alright, so first at the beginning of the episode, we got the rain scene, which was the ending of the last episode. To sum up that part, Chongi went with HaRam to go talk to him, leaving Prince YangMyeong a little bit upset as your pretty typical love triangle. Then when HaRam was talking to Chongi, he revealed that 19 years ago, the same day that they made their promise was also the same day he lost his sight. Now, the way HaRam was acting, he wanted her to pretend that they didn't know each other and so forth, was because look at everything he went through. Lost his sight, lost his mom, lost his dad. He basically turned his back against the world and was living through hell, and he didn't want to meet Chongi the way that he was until he met Chongi again and wanted to pretty much be with her and fulfill their promise of going and picking peaches. But not only that, he wanted to be the same HaRam that he was 19 years ago, the same HaRam that she remembers. But at the end, HaRam did ask for, he wants the both of them to pretend to not know each other for now. But before Chongi left, she told him the same thing that he told her, I think it was 19 years ago, was everything that he went through is not your fault and don't blame yourself. And as Chongi left, we hear HaRam whisper to himself. Well, he was thinking, not whispering, but he said to himself, Chongi, please wait for me. I'll go to you. Now, sticking with the love triangle, we do see Prince YangMyeong admitting that he does like Chongi. Then we see Chongi thinking about what Prince YangMyeong said to her. My heart aches when I see you. I think that scene alone is just your typical a person thinking about another person after they admitted their feelings for them. But story-wise, yeah, I don't think they're going to end up together. Then later, we see Prince YangMyeong and HaRam having a one-on-one. Prince YangMyeong asks HaRam, what's your relationship with Chongi? HaRam does admit that they met a long time ago, and he does like her. But this is where the war starts. Prince YangMyeong understands that he may like Chongi, but he doesn't feel sincerity in it. But he does understand. But here's the thing. Prince YangMyeong kind of warned HaRam to never let Chongi walk in the rain ever again. But then when Prince YangMyeong was leaving, HaRam stopped and said, are you going to get Chongi in trouble because of your curiosity? This is where the war starts. And also, HaRam is not going to forget that Prince YangMyeong does have a duty as a prince to find a divine painter. So as of right now, HaRam, he kind of understands that Prince YangMyeong might like Chongi, but which comes first? Your duty as a prince or your feelings? Now let's get to Prince JooHyang wanting to meet with HaRam. So first, JooHyang and Misu, they confirm that Chongi is Uno's daughter, and they know that she can be the next divine painter. But then when Misu was thinking to herself, she realized, wait a minute, HaRam lost his sight the same day that Chongi got hers, which led her to say that I need HaRam's blood. And now HaRam arrives to go talk to Prince JooHyang. Misu, she brought up the day that he fell into the water and some spirit moved his body and brought him back to life. And she asked him, what was that spirit again? Even Prince JooHyang also jumped in and asked him what was that spirit. But for HaRam, he acted like he doesn't remember. He said that, oh, my memory has faded ever since that day, so now I could barely remember anything. But for Prince JooHyang, he's not taking his BS, and he was really upset. He grabbed the sword, placed it right next to HaRam's neck. He does slice him a bit. Then Misu came in and tried to stop the bleeding, so she got her blood. But before HaRam left, he told him, I want you to find out more about MaWang. Then after HaRam left, he asked one of his men to find out more about MaWang because he feels that MaWang has a connection to his past. Now let's get towards the ending of this episode. First, Chongi, she's going to start painting a royal portrait. They're really rushing this. I mean, I kind of thought maybe episode 10 or 11 or 12, probably towards the end of this drama, but yeah, they're really rushing this. So first, Angyeon shows Chongi the room of the royal portraits. Then he shows her the portrait that her father painted, the burnt one, thanks to Prince JooHyang. The moment she saw that, she saw a glimpse of MaWang, and then she screamed. Then later, HaRam was informed by one of his men that the comet is lingering, meaning that someone is in danger. HaRam then rushed to Cheongi asking if everything was okay. Then both HaRam and Cheongi went into the room of the burnt portrait. The moment HaRam saw that portrait, it was almost like he was in a trance. Then we hear the demon in him say, "My eyes." And then HaRam, he starts to be in pain, get a headache, and we see the butterfly tattoo on the back of his neck fading, and then we see him outside. Then we see Prince YangMyeong seeing Cheongi with HaRam. He kind of play it off a bit. It's like, man, what is she doing with him? Because remember, both guys are at war for Cheongi. Then YangMyeong said, "Cheongi, what are you doing? You left me waiting for who knows how long." And then out of nowhere, we see HaRam push Cheongi away, and then we see MaWang taking control of HaRam. So my impression on this episode, this was a good episode. I liked it. Finally, the action is starting. Now that we see the demon taking over HaRam's body, we see the guards being possessed by Misu. Oh, I forgot to talk about that when I was reviewing. But yeah, they're possessed now, and I do know that the demon, he's going to cause havoc. And for Prince JooHyang and Misu, I just love how they're playing the background villain. I mean, we know there are some people that don't like them, but they're not seen as the villain by everyone. They're not. They're more in the background. The one who is seen as the villain and everyone hates is the demon himself. So for Prince JooHyang and Misu, pretty much in the background, I like that. Now for the love triangle, considering what happened towards the ending of this episode, I have a feeling that, well, after the demon stops controlling HaRam's body, I think Cheongi might be afraid to go near him, and this is where Prince YangMyeong comes in to be the comforter, I guess. So there's that. For HaRam to reveal the entire truth to Cheongi, that was a good idea to have that in this episode and not drag it out. I mean, for Cheongi, she knows that there's a reason why HaRam has told her to pretend to not know each other, but she doesn't know the exact reason until now. So I'm glad that they revealed it and not drag it out. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of my review and the episode. If there's anything I might have missed, please leave it in the comments below. Other than that, if you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.